All right, guys, let's get right into it. Welcome back. I appreciate you joining me. I never did like talking with two earbuds in. I don't know how people do it. It's Wednesday. It is April 9th, 2025. Welcome back to Blunt Politics, the pro-democracy podcast that brings you the political news with an accent and an attitude. Lots to get to tonight. Just madness on top of craziness, ups and downs and ins and outs, and the tariffs are on, the tariffs are off, the ups and downs, the stocks are up, the stocks are down, the tariffs are on, the tariffs are off. We don't know what the fuck's going on. We really don't. But we're going to try to sift through it right here, me and you together. So I appreciate you joining me. Again, I'm Boston Brian. This is Blunt Politics. Make sure you hit the like button. Let me see if I can bring the chat in. Say hi to you guys for everybody. First off, thank you, mods. I appreciate you joining me. Appreciate you being here. And appreciate you contributing the time to make sure the chat remains a safe place. I don't know if I have any in there right now, but thank you to any mods that will show up. What's up, Stoneflower Dragon? What's up, Nordez? How are you? Hi, Virginia. What's up, James? Roxanne? What's up, Nick? Hey, Steve, Lisa, Yakov. What's up, buddy? Joanna, how are you? Rosanna, how are you? Julie, what's going on? What's up, Jen, Robert, Moms? How's everybody doing? What's up, Terry? What's going on, guys? What's up, Gene? How are you? Triplia, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know if I saw any mods in there. What's going on Twitch? What's going on Instagram? What's going on Facebook? What's going on YouTube? How's everybody doing? Did you see your 401ks? I don't know. Believe me. Who knows what? Hi, Moms. How's it going? What's going on? Hi, Janelle. What's up, Terry? Everybody's tired. I know. It's been a roller coaster, to say the least, right? A roller coaster, to say the least. Mr. Android, been a member for 12 months. Let's go. See how long it takes him to know who I am. Let's see here. To know who I am. I know you sent a lot of comments before the show started. What up, Turb? Let's go, brother. Let's fucking go. Missed you, man. I missed you. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I appreciate you joining us. Appreciate you. Good morning, I should say, right? In Australia? In Australia, mate. It's about what? 8:30 in the morning right now? You guys, 12 hours, right? I could be wrong on that one. 10:30 right now? All right. I was off. I was close. All right. Cut me some slack. It's pretty fucking far away. But I appreciate you being here, dude. It's good to see you. We've missed you here at the House of Bryantology. Lots to get to tonight if you want to stick around, and I appreciate you joining us. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Miss you. All right. Yeah. No, come on. Right back at you. You know that. Hit me up, too. Feel free to hit me up wherever you can. Noah Des right off the bat gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, as always. And again, you could be just like my good friend Noah Des here. Gifted 5 memberships. You can gift, I think, 1 to, I don't know, what is it, 50? But don't do that. That's crazy. That's craziness. Look at everybody throwing the hearts and the losses. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right, so let's get right into it. You can do that right underneath me. You can also hit the like and Venmo and I think clap and smack something. I don't know. It does something with the algorithm. Just do whatever you can. Jump up and down, clap twice, do a couple jumping jacks, somersaults. I think if you tap on the table and sing at the same time, it also boosts me in the algorithm. One of those things helps. I've heard. I read it on a Reddit. Don't ask. But yeah, in case you haven't heard, Donald Trump has, I don't know what you call it, pussied out, bitched out, backed out of his own fucking trade war, right? A self-imposed trade war that he started, he is now backed out of. So it's again he's back. So he's put a 90-day halt on it. So we're basically in limbo for another 90 days. Everybody's like, oh, there's green in the stock market. Yeah. Guess what? If 90 days from now we're gonna be doing the same fucking song and dance, people. The same song and dance. Like, oh shit, look at how fucking fast it's declining. And then he's going to put a pause, and then we can say, oh shit, everything's great, right? And the only people that actually fucking make money are going to be the wealthy, right? The only people that are actually going to make money on this are the people that know when the downs are happening, know when the ups are happening, right? You can only have that with some insider trading, right? You can only have that with some insider knowledge. The person that's going to be manipulating the stock market itself. Yeah, absolutely, Bella. Took the words out of my mouth. Took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, at this point, it's just, it's either, it's got to be that and combined with blatant incompetence and stupidity, right? Just not knowing what going on. I know Hal just showed, and what's up to the sparklers? If we got any here, I appreciate you guys. But I know Hal was just showing a clip of Scott Bissent talking, and it's just like, what? It makes you can tell he's the most uncomfortable person on earth, right? You can, I mean, he needs Caroline Levitt there, like to fucking hold his hand and be like, okay, buddy, let me step in here, you douche. Like, what are you doing here, you little bitch? let the 5'2" blonde step in, please, and take this over. Because obviously you don't know what the hell you're doing, and you sound like an asshole. Nobody believes what you're saying. So let me at least lie with some passion, okay? Right? I mean, that's basically what it is. She was like, get the fuck out of the way. All right, let me, do you have any other questions for me? Because this asshole obviously isn't pushing the message properly. Oh, man. But all right, just let me read through this real quick again for anybody that hasn't for anybody that hasn't heard the news. I'm sure you have, but just in case, you never know. Let's see here. Let's go to this one. Put this one up there. I might have to do this one and see if that works. How's that? Get on the stage. Get in there. I know you can get in there. There we go. There we go. All right. Trump ordered 90-day pause on new tariffs. Oh, except I forgot to mention. Silly me. Can't believe I left that part out. Except for the 125% tariff that is now on China. 125%. 125%. Just think of all the Chinese-made shit in this country. Think of the Chinese-made shit that the people of this country rely on, whether they like it or not, whether they even fucking know it or not. Now, what is 125% tariff gonna do, you think, to those goods? And of course, China's already retaliated, I believe, with an 84%. The numbers, they're throwing around numbers like it's going out of style. It's an old-fashioned trade war. Not only that, but the rhetoric with China is also becoming increasingly more volatile, let's say. Apparently, J.D. Vance made some offhand remarks that the Chinese didn't care for, and it was it was made known in a very Chinese way, I should say. But the fact that they even said anything in a public forum to begin with is a big sign of where they are right now against the Trump administration and where they plan to stand. It doesn't seem like China plans on backing down in this, nor do I see any reason why they should. Right? I mean, I've never been this big believer in China's been eating the United States as lunch, but at this point, Donald Trump is doing a hell of a job at setting China up to do exactly that, right? So, let me see. Yeah, so let me get into this one. Just a couple things, just what you need to know. So, you know what I always forget to do too? I'm already hopping into stories. I haven't even told you what we're going to go through. This is like the hook, line, and sinker, trying to get you guys in, what you're going to be looking at, what you should be waiting for, what you should be, the retention rate should be. And I always forget to do it. I'm so excited to get into the stories that I always forget to do it. So what do we got? So obviously Trump pausing the tariffs. We're going to be taking a look at videos from Benny Johnson, Tim Pool, like the whole fucking the whole Russian crew, the whole tenant media crew, basically. Dave Portnoy losing $20 million. I'm sure that's changed today, but again, we're just in like limbo, this like fake it's up, but it didn't go up as much as it went down, so I'm still down type of territory, right? Jesse Waters tries to tell us that we shouldn't be panicking, whatever the hell that is, right? Now they all look like assholes considering that Donald Trump seems to be panicking, right? I mean, just seems like he switched his party affiliation to a panicking real fucking quick. Donald Trump did, right? Because yesterday, nothing, hold your bootstraps. Ain't shit happening, folks. Fucking, we're in for a wild ride. Get used to it. Ride it out. Today, it's like, well, we kind of rethought that whole thing. And, I think it'd be better off if we didn't have the tariffs on those 70 countries. And, we just kind of, maybe we'll just jack the one up on China to 125% because, I don't know, some guy shuck a crystal ball somewhere and that's what it said to do. And then he called the White House. We answered the phone. We didn't know who he was. He gave us that information. We relayed that to Scott Bissent, and Scott was like, that sounds like perfect financial fucking advice. So let's do that with the tariffs. I think that's how they get their. Financial advice. But we also got. We'll be taking a look at Israel continues its genocide against the Palestinians. They've now killed 35 Palestinians in a bombing that also killed children. We'll be taking a look at that. Jon Stewart had a great segment on these botched tariffs. And Rachel Maddow, of course, if you haven't seen the segment yet, it's friggin' hilarious, where she gets down and breaks down to who and what and why is actually behind Donald Trump's tariffs ideas. And let's just see if, I don't know, if it's a real person. Maybe it's not a real person. Could be a real person. Oh, and again, before I get started here too, I should say my apologies to Hal. Oh, Christ. Uh-oh. Something's not responding, it says, which is never good. I could be talking to myself, so that's probably never good. Come on. There you are. There you are. There you are. There you are, you lovely people. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. The computer's been acting kind of weird, so I'm fighting through the gremlins trying to make sure you guys can see and hear. But let me know. Let me know. Let me know. What's up, Everett? Hey, Trina. Hey, Albert. What's up, Michelle? Bruce. What's going on? Yeah, something's acting really, really slow. I'm probably frozen for all I know, and you can't hear a word that I'm saying. All right, get this out of here, please, everybody. Anybody? Oh, that would be great. Don't worry, I can't see anything. Oh, I'm good. Thank you, Bella. No, don't worry, Winston. I can see you guys. Everything's all right. What up, big dog? What's happening, dude? I'm just trying to get the Instagram off the computer because it seems to really slow everything down if you leave the Instagram open, but it doesn't seem to want to close on me. Everything else is all right. Everybody relax. Settle down. The audio is skipping out a bit, but I can somewhat hear you. Well, that's not fucking good. That's not fucking good. Oh, you know what it might be? It might be when Instagram's trying to close, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Usually when like another program is running and it's not running right, it'll have an effect on the picture and the camera. I'm just, for some reason, it still won't close. But anyway, I'll have to deal with it. The show goes on, people. The show goes on, people. All right. So, yeah. So, President Donald Trump today announced 90-day pause on all reciprocal tariffs with the exception of China, which will see tariffs increased. The hell is this? I don't want to do that. Except for increased, sorry, that was my alarm for some reason, increased to 125%. The U.S. stock market soared on the news with the S&P 500 posting its best day since October 2008. Right? So, again, somebody who had the information that the pause was actually coming today instead of the rumors that we heard the other day that made the stock market fluctuate. And then when the Trump White House came out and said, no, we're not doing that shit, it went right back down in the shitter. Right? So if you actually knew that this was going to happen, if you actually knew the time that it was going to happen, and you had a shitload of money to invest real fucking quick, you made a shit ton of money today. Right? And again, people are probably happy because their 401ks are back up a little bit and, things are kind of in the green. But again, it's a 90-day pause. Who knows what the fuck happens in 90 days? And again, this volatility is not what investors look for, right? This is not bringing companies and corporations that are building huge factories running over here like, oh, we definitely want to do business in the United States now, right? Because they don't know what the fuck is coming next. They don't know what to expect. And they're going to do their best, as the companies are doing, to try to divest from the United States and save where they can. I mean, this whole notion that, we're going to put on tariffs now so that people and companies and corporations can build factories in 5, 10, 7, 12, 15 years, before some of these are totally complete, that are then not going to have many fucking people working in them. It's beyond ridiculous at this point. Like we're past insane. We're coming up on, just totally fucked, I guess, is the next step. I don't even know what the fucking the next step would be. What do you guys think the next step would be? I have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. He's doing the beef. Oh, what is happening, dude? You know? What's up, Tom? What's happening, brother? What's happening, brother? What's going on? All right, let me stop this. Let me get off this ride. Something is making this. Yeah, something's making it really slow. What's up, dude? How you been? Appreciate you. I do appreciate you. I don't know. Maybe it's the Al Jazeera? Because sometimes when I open those, it does slow things down as well. But I thank you, Tom. I appreciate you being here, buddy. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I already did stop sharing. I don't know why that says that. If you did MTG dump stock bonds, yeah, I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot of that. I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot of that, or hearing a lot of that, of people saying, "Oh, it's funny. I just happened to pull all of my shit out at the right time and put it in the correct shit." Right? I mean, the blatant insider trading on this, the blatant manipulation of the stock market at this point. I mean, it's like they got around. They're like, well, we don't give a fuck anymore, right? Like, you don't give a fuck. Okay, you don't give a fuck. Do you give a fuck? No, you don't give a fuck, do you? All right. Since nobody gives a fuck, and we all know that, the president, me, and because I control the government, we can manipulate the stock market and make it go down or up as we as we so choose. Why don't you short that? Right, yeah, we'll short that on this day, right? And we'll tell everybody that we're going to do fucking 1,000,000,000% tariffs. Let's do 1,000,000,000. We'll say 1,000,000,000. We'll do 1,000,000,000. We'll say 1,000,000,000% tariffs. You can short, and then we'll make $1 trillion that day. And then how about, like, maybe, I don't know, 90 days later or something like that? I'll say, I'm just kidding about those. That was a joke about the whole tariff thing, right? And I'll just say, what are you talking about? I never said that. When you said that, I didn't say that. And then what we'll do is, and then the stock market will go up, and then you can put that trillion back into the stock market, right? We'll invest that, and we'll make another fucking 3 trillion. How about that? And then we'll all split it. Does that sound good? That sounds good. Sounds good to me. Wish somebody fucking came up to me with that plan, huh? But they just don't. It's like, it's almost like every government and president knows that they have the power to do this, right? But they just, like, don't. It just, like, if it's a known fucking thing where it's like you'd have to be an asshole, right? You'd have to be a fucking, like, a Luna fucking tick to do this. Because, a lot of people in the run up to the election, right, were talking about how, oh, Democrats love talking about the stock market, and not a lot of Americans have, holdings in the stock market, and that's absolutely fucking true, right? But the problem is, when the stock market goes up, right, only a very few benefit from that directly, right? But when the stock market goes down, like it is, right, the companies have a way of socializing those losses throughout the middle class and the lower class. So instead of the companies and corporations taking the hit themselves, what they do is they'll lay off a shitload of people, right? That saves them a lot of overhead, right? That takes away business and tax money in the town that the company is in. Those people are now collecting unemployment. The unemployment rate skyrockets. So it's put on the backs of the American working people when the stock market loses, regardless if you own stocks or if you don't own stocks. You may not even have a 401k. But when the companies start laying off workers or jacking up prices on their products to try to cover up for either the tariffs or the loss in fucking revenue or the loss in shares because of the huge drop in the stock market, we are the people that directly pay for that. The corporations are going to be all right. These people, fucking Benny Johnson, Tim Pool, Dave Portnoy, he's crying about losing $20 million. Again, It's fucking like almost like all the shit that I set up for this show is meaningless because of fucking what Donald Trump did today. But we're gonna go through it anyway, right? Because who knows what that number is now? But at one point, Dave Portnoy was down $20 million and was still ready to back Donald Trump and still wasn't ready to break from Donald Trump. I mean, like, it's easy for you guys to say, right? It's easy for you to say if you got $200 million in the bank to say, oh, I just lost $20 million, right? Oh, I just lost $5, $6, $7 million. Great. And you're going to be doing the same fucking shit tomorrow that you did today with no fucking extra sweat on your crack ass. Us, we see a fucking little drop or a percentage drop like that in our 401k, our savings, our checking, whatever the fuck. We're living on the fucking street, dude. We're under a bridge. You know, we don't have that cushion to say, oh, you know what? Oh, sorry, I lost $2 million today, but that's okay. I get another fucking 700 in the bank. You know? Oh, sorry, I just lost the equivalent of a yacht. I can't buy a yacht today, but that's okay. I'll go out on my other yacht. Right? Sorry. It's ridiculous for these people to tell us, like, wait till you hear Benny Johnson try to explain to you that, oh, don't even look at your bank account. Don't even look at your 401k. It's just numbers, right? It's just fucking numbers and ones and zeros on a page. It's not real. Do you feel the same way about your fucking checking account too? Is that like, if you saw all the fucking numbers, you know, if you saw a bunch of numbers in your checking account and then you woke up one morning and it was just one fucking goose egg, would you be okay with that? Would you just be like, you know, it'll come back. It'll come back someday. You know, I can make that back. Jess, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good night. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, so let's get into it. I'm hoping this works and doesn't fry out my computer. As you can tell, I'm kind of stalling trying to play a video. I don't know. No idea what's going to happen. Oh, and like I said, before I get into it, I want to apologize to Hal because I was listening to his show, but I feel like I know I beat him to the punch on at least one thing.
When you ran out the healthy arms, you ran out of really healthy. They had great arms, but they ran out. It's called sports. It's called baseball in particular, and pitchers, I guess you could say, in really particular.
Oh, that's so good. That one is so good. And anybody that knows me knows I don't have the fucking technological know-how to have done that quick enough. From when he said it, I actually did that yesterday, the day before. I actually posted it on Blue Sky, that clip. And I was like, that has to be a drop. There's no way. Listen, what is he doing?
When you ran out the healthy arms.
When you ran out the healthy arms. So what? They ran out a bucket of healthy arms? What is it? Was it a wheelbarrow of healthy arms? How do you
arms? You ran out of really healthy. They had great arms.
So they ran out of them. Did they run out of them or did they run them
But they ran out.
They did run out.
It's called sports. It's called.
Is that what it is? The healthy arms are called sports? Or is baseball called sports? Are you sure?
Baseball in particular.
Baseball. To be specific.
And pitchers, I guess you could say.
You could say. You don't have to say. I mean, there's no other word you could use for that position or person, but if you don't want to use pitchers, you don't have to, I guess. Again, there's no other word that you could use, but you know,
really particular.
In really particular. Fuck me. Holy shit. In really particular. No, Kira. Right on time. Don't even worry about it. Oh, you could say pitchers. You don't have to, but you could. That was too good. Oh, I died when fucking Hal was like, CSL, we might have to make that a drop. I was like, fuck. Shit. Oh, Jesus. All right, let's get into what should we get into first? What should we get into first? Shit, should we get into the let's get into Trump's statement at least. You guys have to check this out. You guys have to fucking check this out. If you haven't seen this already, you may have already seen this. Yeah. All right, which one do I want? Which one do I want? Where is it? Invite, share screen. This, oh, here it is. It's so stupid. All right, show on stage, add to stage. Can you? No, you can't see that. Of course you can't see that. Let me make it bigger. How's that? Can you see that? Is the writing okay on that one? Oh, let me see if I can do one more. Oh no, I can do better. There we go. I'll go. All right, this is Donald Trump's statement today. This is, look, God help us. I don't know. If the president is saying shit like this, I don't know. Based on the lack of respect that China has shown to the world's markets, and again, this goes back to that the rhetoric between China, Donald Trump, and the rest of his administration is kind of getting a little, it's kind of getting a little fucking puffy in the chest, if you know what I mean. Based on the lack of respect that China has shown to the world's markets, I am hereby raising the tariff charge to China by the United States of America to 125%, effective immediately. At some point, hopefully in the near future, China will realize that the days of ripping off the USA and other countries is no longer sustainable or acceptable. Conversely, and based on the fact that more than 75 countries have called representatives of the United States, no, including the Departments of Commerce, Treasury, and the USDR, to negotiate a solution to the subjects being discussed relative to trade barriers, tariffs, currency manipulation. Is he telling on himself on that one? And non-monetary tariffs, and that these countries have not, and at my strong suggestion, retaliated in any way, shape, or form against the United States. I have authorized a 90-day pause, capital, and substantially lowered reciprocal tariff during this period of 10%, also effective immediately. Thank you for your attention to this matter. The USA will be bigger and better than ever before. What? 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 Like, come on. This is what our fucking president is talking about? That's the statement you're going to put out? Announcing the fucking pause on an, like, again, what are we expecting from him? I don't know. Why did I expect anything more? I probably shouldn't have. Probably stupid of me to do so. I know that. But all right, let's take a look at some shitty news before we get into the more lighthearted stuff. Let's see here if I can bring this up on the screen. Here we go. Share this tab instead. I'm going to bring you. Oh, who is that? Something just flew by. Oh, thank you, Jess. Appreciate you again. Hi, Brian. Love to Mel, Logan, and you. Your package will go out next week. Love to the lobsters. Love you, brother. Can't wait to see you all on the Zoom tomorrow. Appreciate you again. Just so nice of you guys. Appreciate you, Jess. Tell Danny I said hello as well as the enormous cats that you have. But thank you. And I shall see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate it. All right. And I do believe it is this website that is screwing everything up. So I'm going to see if I can get a better website out of this one. But so yeah, as we've been discussing for some time now, obviously, since this has been going on, that's 2 weeks ago, 4 days ago, news. There's no way they can be the only one reporting on it. That's Al Jazeera. That's Al Jazeera 5 days ago, 2 weeks ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago. Good Lord Almighty, it's got to be. It's got to be. It's strange that would be the only. It's kind of like. Let me bring this in here and bring you in here. Nope, that's what I wanted. That was good. All right, updates. Israel bombs Gaza homes, killing 35 Palestinians, including children. Let's take a look at what is going on fucking here. As usual, again, as we just had Benjamin Netanyahu rolled out the red carpet for him, brought him to the White House, kissed his ass, shined his shoes, fucking tickled his balls, trimmed his fucking sack hair, and sent him back on his way because he's, that's what you do to war criminals. But yeah, and again, the ceasefire, this whole, ceasefire, peace in Gaza, fucking peace. I negotiated peace and stopped the war. The fuck you did. The fuck you. People are.
Well, let's bring you some breaking news out of
Yeah, let me see if
Gaza
you can
now.
hear
An
this.
Israeli strike has hit a residential home in the Shujaiya neighborhood of Gaza City, killing at least 20 Palestinians. 3 of those victims are children. 50 people in or near the building have also been injured. They've been taken to the Al Ahli Baptist Hospital. Many are still missing or trapped under the rubble of that home. Well, let's go straight to Hani Mahmoud. He's in Gaza City.
Well, that's never good. I just want to get rid of the ad.
Hani, you were telling us about the strike on Shujaiya.
Let me make it a little bigger for you guys. Yes, continue. You may continue.
Took place just over an hour ago. Give us a few more details about what's happened and the rescue efforts that are taking place there now.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't want to see that circle. I don't want to see that circle of death.
Well, this is an...
Yeah, for some reason I knew this was going to happen on this website. I don't know. For some reason my computer hates Al Jazeera. Maybe they have too many pop-ups. I don't know what the fuck it is. It just does not like Al Jazeera. All right, so that's just going to be a disaster. So I'm going to stop that before it takes down the whole computer. Before it takes down the whole computer with it, we'll find another video on that one. Just never fails. You know what I mean? Never fails. But that's what happens when you do a podcast on the fly. What's up, Letterhack? What's up, brother? What's happening? Trying to figure out Al Jazeera. You know, what's what we do over here at Blood Politics. We just wait for Al Jazeera to freeze a computer. So just let me. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't get it. I don't get it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, back to this. Jesus, it takes so long. Go away. Go away. I X you out. All right, there it goes. There it goes. I'm back. See, I can't, you know what I mean? You never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. I'm surprised I can't find another video on it, though, to tell you the truth. That's a little bit strange to me. A little bit strange. Let me see if I can do it again. Because so many people reporting on Benjamin Netanyahu's trip to the White House, it gets buried, for Christ's sakes, which is a fucking shame in its own right. Let's see here. Mr. Andrew. Oh, thanks, Mike. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you. What's going on? And again, in case I was frozen and if you didn't hear me, what's up, Ledak? Appreciate you being here, buddy. Of course, you came at the right time when Al Jazeera decided to take over my computer. Let's see here. Here we go. Hopefully this one doesn't freeze on me. Hopefully this one doesn't freeze on me. Oh, it's the same one. All right, fuck it. See if this works. I'll see if this works. And you should be able to see it right now. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. I know. Get some.
They are children. They are innocent.
I don't understand.
They are women staying at their homes. They have nothing to do with fighting. Why would they hit them?
The strikes destroyed an entire residential neighborhood. With ambulances full, people are using donkey carts to transport the dead and the injured. Emergency workers are overwhelmed.
Our teams are doing their best to recover more bodies. Dozens of people are still trapped under the rubble. We can't reach them because we lack the necessary tools.
Again,
they were destroyed by the Israeli forces.
Just imagine this as we're fucking hosting the genocidal madman responsible for this shit, right? At the White House. Hosting him at the White House. Donald Trump, all night long, fucking tongue kissing him all as much as possible, sucking on one end of the spaghetti while fucking Trump's on the other one, meeting in the middle. And this is what's going on. And this is what's going on still. And that was what, over 100 killed about 3-4 days ago as well. And you used to have to separate Netanyahu from the Israeli people, but I've seen a lot of fucking polls recently to suggest that a vast majority of the Israeli people have absolutely no fucking problem with what's going on here, and have absolutely no fucking problems with the continuance of what's going on here. So I don't know what the fuck's happening there. I've seen some fucking pretty sick videos. Of school kids and fucking young kids and young people in Israel calling for fucking beheadings and saying they should all burn and fucking put them out in the desert. And I don't know what the fuck's going on over there, but it ain't fucking good. I can tell you that much. And it's a shame that, as much as we praised Cory Booker for his performance in the 25-hour record of, in raising awareness to fucking oppression and fascism, that, several hours later, he went in to make sure that Israel had the fucking funding and the weapons to continue this shit. So I don't know how you fucking put 2 and 2 together on that one. I don't know how you're going to talk for 25 hours about oppression and fascism, and then fucking, vote to support something like this. Makes absolutely no sense to me, but that's not the point of this video. I just want to make sure that you guys understand what's going on.
Israel doesn't want to allow equipment to arrive into Gaza. Our suffering will continue as long as this equipment is not allowed to come in.
Israel's bombardment of Gaza is sparing no one and nowhere. Several Palestinians were killed after Israeli strikes hit a camp for displaced people west of Khan Yunis.
All right, so I just wanted to bring some light and attention onto what's going on. I know with what's happening in the United States right now and the craziness that it's easy for Ukraine and the plight of the Palestinian people in Gaza in particular to get pushed to the back burner, with so many people being affected in the United States by, the trade war, the financial fucking foolishness going on with this administration. You can see how it's very easy to have this kind of slip to the background, which we absolutely want to make sure it doesn't happen. But again, there's an argument to be made where you could where I guess I would pose the question, can you cover something too much like this, right? Like, we know the problem with the human mind, the human psyche, we know that as humans, we can cope and adapt and get used to the most horrible fucking things, right? Things you would never possibly imagine that you could get used to. Just off the top of my head, and something that I'm familiar with, stories of soldiers from World War II, right? Waking up, sleeping next to, eating off of dead bodies, the ability to go into war and kill itself. Things that humans are able to deal with on a daily basis. If you see it so often, it becomes so routine almost that you become numb to it, right? So, a lot of, I think that happened a lot in Vietnam, where, the United States people they were fed so much of it that, they got tired of it, they got numb to it, and they got sick of it, right? Obviously, a lot more happened, but that was a small piece. So I don't know if there's an argument to be made where, you could almost cover something like this too much. And I'm not saying that's what's happening here. Obviously, that's not what's happening here. I want to make sure that we don't have the opposite effect of desensitizing people to this so much by seeing this on a day-to-day basis. Like when you're covering wars and you're checking in on what's happening in Ukraine, and you're looking at the Reddit and Telegram, and the same thing with Palestine and Gaza and the West Bank and stuff. You're seeing the videos like this of children being carried out with no fucking limbs, and parents screaming and wailing in the streets because their child just died in the bombing, or people coming out with lacerations beyond fucking repair and belief. So I get worried sometimes, and I know we've talked to Philip Bittner before, our friend Philip Bittner of On the Edge, which you should definitely be subscribed to, about how the media has pulled out basically from Ukraine on a large scale until something major happens or a big news event happens, and they'll come pop in for a couple weeks and cover it, and then they're back out. Like, I almost wonder if, like I say, the question that I pose, I don't have an answer to it. I don't say it's right or wrong, but is there a line to cross in exposing people too much to this type of stuff? But again, that's just I guess it's a philosophical question for another show. All right. Let me see if this will be a little bit easier. Let's get into some of this stuff. A lot of people aren't happy with the tariffs. A lot of people on the right trying to make sure that, you're not panicking, trying to make sure that, that you don't have to look at your bank accounts. You really don't. You don't have to look at it. They're just fucking numbers. Even though I got a shitload money from Tenant Media, which was ultimately paid for by Russia, and I can survive and weather this storm. Don't worry about it. You don't look at your shit. Don't look at your shit. If you can't buy food, it's okay. Weather the storm. Right? No, but this is this is Benny Johnson. Benny Johnson is going to tell you right now why you should not be worrying. He says losing money means nothing. Nothing. Not a thing. Digital ones and zeros, folks. Digital ones and zeros. In the end, you won't miss any of it. This is legit something he wrote. This is legit something he posted. Losing your country costs you everything. You will never get that back. Your kids will be slaves to foreign powers who hate us. Without America First policies, we become slaves. Fight. All right, let's see what messaging Tenant Media's own Benny Johnson, straight from the Kremlin, still using that Kremlin hair gel, you can tell. A little Kremlin hair gel. All right, let's take a look at this fucking asshole.
Losing money costs you nothing. This is just the reality of life. You're gonna were you young and dumb? How much money did you lose? Everyone loses money. Everyone loses money. It costs you nothing. In fact, it builds quite a bit of character. In fact,
yeah, that's that's exactly what people are thinking, right? Like, I just lost my 401k. I have no idea what it's going to look like tomorrow. I can't plan. I couldn't plan for supper. Never mind fucking the future. Right? But that's okay, folks. But that's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't even fucking worry about it. Benny boy here's got your back, dude. He's got your back. He's going to tell you why you should not be worried about it.
It's the reality of life. You're gonna were you young and dumb? How much money did you lose? Everyone loses money.
Everybody loses money. Remember that time you left the fucking 20 in your pants, and then you washed it twice, and then you dried it, and then when you took it out, the fucking 20 crumbled? When you were a teen, remember you did that? It's almost the same thing.
Everyone loses money. It costs you nothing. In fact, it builds quite a bit of character. In fact, you learn a lot of lessons.
It does. Builds character. That's exactly what everybody's thinking. I can't put food on the table, but you know what? Boy, is this building fucking character. Boy, do I feel like my soul is getting stronger. I can't eat. I'm getting weaker, actually. The body's getting fit, technically, I guess, weaker. But my soul, woo! Man, I got a fucking hard on the, oh man, my soul is so hard.
Actually, by losing money. Losing your character costs you everything. Losing your country costs you everything. There are things you can't get back. The government can print more money.
Yeah, if the government can print more money, and chances are, if they do, it'll come straight to you. Because I'm sure they'll be like, you know what, Nancy Johnson from Westville fucking Villanova, Philadelphia, Texas, Her 401k is gone. You know what we should do? We should print. I don't know. Make it $250,000 for Nancy Johnson in fucking West Philadelphia, born and raised, Texas.
And it will. Sadly, that's just the reality. It's Fugazi. It's Fugazi.
It's gone. It's Gazy. It's a 0. It's a 0. It's a 0. It's a 1. It's a 2. It's a 3. It's a 4. It said 40,000. Now it says no 1,000. But who cares, folks? It's numbers. It's fucking numbers. What is this?
There's a boom and a bust every 10 years, and it's been that way since the invention of modern markets.
Yeah. It was actually invented that way. It was actually invented to go boom and bust every 10 years. That alternates. Just to be fair, you don't want people to do well for too long, right? You don't want to make it so they could have a long and prosperous life their entire life. You want to make sure a wrench gets thrown in there at least every 10 years, but maybe even 4 years in case you elect an orange blob of Jello with no brain.
1800s. The Dutch crash of 1649. You ever heard of it?
Yeah, because you know what? Things definitely the same. Definitely the same. I'm sure parallel situations between 2025 United States and the 1600s Dutch. It's fucking. Oh, I don't know. Why aren't we opening that playbook? Why don't we just do that step by step? Whatever happened there, and if it was good, we should do it. And if it was bad, we just do the opposite. Because I'm sure we're riding in parallel tracks here as to the Dutch economy of 1646.
It's just the way that it works. It's the way that monetary policy has always.
Yeah, if I move my hands, you know what I mean? If I just move my hands and say monetary things, policies, financial, it's going to be okay. Things happen. Dutch, 1600s. If I do this a little bit, I think you should calm down, right? This should help. Maybe if it looks like I'm doing this, but it should soothe your soul.
There's going to be ups and downs, especially as the table gets reset.
As the table gets reset. That's funny that you're talking about tables getting set, because a lot of fucking families ain't going to be setting shit on the table, you stupid motherfucker. That's the point. While fucking your waitress is setting your fucking table, your maitre d' showing you to your little fucking booth, your private VIP booth at the fucking Kremlin bar, right? Most people don't care. They got nothing on the table. While you're drinking fucking Russian vodka out of fucking Swarovski crystal.
If you lose the character of your country, if your town gets hollowed out, give me that photo of that town, man.
Yeah, give me that photo of that hollowed out town. You got a hollowed out town that you could show me? Give me the hollow. Put that up. Put up on the screen. Put that up on the screen.
Give me the photo of that town in West Virginia. Your town gets hollowed out, and your entire neighborhood gets addicted to opioids.
Okay. All right. It's 401k. My money's gone. How do we get onto this again?
And your steel mill shuts down, and your farmers can't grow crops, and there's no more cattle ranchers.
Again, where is that? What town is all of that happened in?
No more cowboys.
Oh, geez, no more cowboys. Fuck. He's pissed off John Wayne died, right? What's he want? Jimmy Stewart to head back to the West?
There's no more fishers. There's no more workers.
Nobody can fish? What is this guy talking about?
We're completely and totally dependent upon slave labor peasants.
No, I think we divested from the Shinjin cotton, as far as I'm been told.
Across Asia to make every good and service and pharmaceutical.
Right. So what we should do, now that you've recognized the fact that the United States is so dependent heavily on Chinese-made goods, sometimes made by little kids and slave labor, as you pointed out, what we should do is probably put 125% tariff on all that shit, knowing that, housing costs so much, Healthcare costs so much. And basically the only way that fucking Americans are staying afloat right now is because of cheap Chinese fucking goods, right? That's the only thing helping you. Everything else is fucking, you can go to fucking Walmart, pick up a t-shirt for fucking $4, right? That's about the only thing helping you. Thank God you can fucking get Temu and not have to tell anybody that you're doing it on Temu, right? You got fucking 15 belts, some sunglasses, a TV, a fucking RV, and a fucking Winnebago for 13.5 cents. Because you had to, right? Oh, whose birthday? Happy birthday, Christina. Sorry, I just saw that go by in the chat. My fault if I'm late on that. Happy birthday. Do I have something for that? I thought I did. I thought I did. Oh, no, that was on my other one. Well, happy birthday, Christine. I am so sorry. I will make sure next time to have some sort of happy birthday wish. How about this? All right. Happy birthday. Sorry, it's the best I got. It's the best.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful art. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely.
All right. Let's see what this asshole is going to say. Let's finish this up before we get to our next asshole.
Then you've actually lost your country. And then we are the slaves. There you go. This is West Virginia. And it's so sad.
It is sad because that was probably a beautiful place to work. I'm sure, you know what? I'm sure they had tons of benefits and health advantages of working at a place like that. When did that close again? I'm just curious. When did that close? Looks like it didn't close yesterday. If I'm gonna guess, didn't happen yesterday, or maybe in the 80s. Possibly in the 80s. So if you want to get mad at somebody, get mad at fucking, I don't know, Reagan.
That this was a factory that provided thousands of honest, good-hearted, steel-working jobs for our fellow countrymen. And it was ripped. The guts of it got ripped out.
And sold for scrap.
And shipped by people like Mitch McConnell, so that they could make a couple extra points in their portfolio.
You know what's funny is I love this. You know, this fucking cracks me up. This whole theory of like, you know what, the factories, let's bring the factories back. We got to bring the factories back to the United States, and more factories, and people will work in fucking factories. You know what they think factories look like in the you know what they think the fucking factories look like? They're going to bring back this. Hold on. You guys ever heard of Willow Run? Anybody ever heard of Willow Run, where they used to make the fucking B-24s in Michigan? Right? Check this out. So we share this, put this on stage. How you doing? So this is, how do I make this bigger? Can I make it bigger? Let me see if I got the ability to do so. Does that make it bigger? I don't think so. Does that make it bigger? It makes it a little bigger. We could do that. We can manage with that. All right, we'll manage with that. Can you see that? I could probably even zoom in if need be a little bit. How's that? A little better? So this is Willow Run, right? I'll click on any, let's see here. This is, for Christ's sake, I don't want to go to the link. I don't know why it always takes me to the link. I just want to see the pictures. That's all I want to see is the pictures. All right. So you see these people? You see these are people, right? These are all B-24s. These are a bunch of people making a bunch of craftsmen. Right, bunch of people working their jobs all the way down the line. Willow Run was, I believe, at least in World War II, the biggest factory or space under one roof. I mean, the thing was fucking ginormous. It was then turned into, I believe, the GM plant there. Yeah, the GM plant here. But this is what they think factories are going to look like. That's what they think. Like, here, let me type in that. We'll do 19. Fucking 40s. Why does that not work? 19. Jesus H. Christ. 40s. What is happening? It doesn't work. There we go. Factory. Right, here we go. This is what they think the factory is going to look like. They're like just bustling with people, you know. Just fucking never seen as many people as work. Look at all the people. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's going to be thousands and millions and trillions of people working at these things. Going to be trillions of people working at these things. Right? Yeah, look at all. Oh, geez. Yep, here it is. Wait, there's another one. Look at all of them. Look at all of them. There's another one. But what they don't understand, or what they are failing to tell you in this instance, no, I don't. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Let's see here. What's another good one? There you go. Right? Fucking what's that? At least 30 people in that picture, right? At least 30 people in that one picture, right? Let's go to this. Let's go to what a factory actually looks like today, right? What a factory actually looks like today. No, I don't want that one. I want that one. Okay, we'll share this tab instead. We'll go to some fucking photos of this. Oh, would you look at this, folks? Would you look at her? Would you look at her? What does that look like to you? What does this look like to you? Does this look like a bunch of people working? Does this look like a bunch of people working to you? Can I make it big? No? Can I do? Right? This looks like a bunch of people working to you. Not to me. Oh, for Christ's sakes, with your cookies. Get out of here. I'm stuffed. I can't eat any more cookies. Cookie settings, reject. Reject all, you son of a bitch. Right, does this look like a bunch of people putting the car together? Or, I don't know. Is this any of these? Look at all those people. Look at all these people. Here we go. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Look at all those people. Good grief. Good grief. I mean, what are we going to do with all those people? Having all those good jobs, right? But don't worry. But don't worry, folks. Don't worry. You'll be able to go in there and get a job at, I guess, greasing the arm on the fucking robot, right? Or as what that one guy said, we could be putting little screws into fucking phones and shit. Oh, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? All right, let me get rid of these assholes. I'm done with Benny. I'm done with that one. Why did that open up so many things? Holy shit. But that's what they think the factories are going to look like. They think it's going to be hustling and bustling with people just fucking flying and shit's going to be molten and flying everywhere. That's not how it works anymore. That's just not how it's going to work. Not only that, but, I'm no expert in this, right? But I would just assume, but it happens when you assume, but I'm going to take a stab at it and say that factories built for, human labor, right? People that are actually going to be working the factory, the mill, the fucking steel plant, whatever it be. I think that probably may be constructed in less time than, say, I don't know, a fucking plant with a trillion and a half computers and fucking 7 billion robots and moving parts and fucking automated lines and AI and this and that, right? I'm just taking a stab at it. So again, what I'm saying is we're going to have to be waiting a little bit before, if any of these plants do start to get built, are finished working. And even when they are, they're not going to be full of fucking people getting fucking union jobs, fucking well-paying union jobs with benefits and shit. There's going to be one fucking fat slob in there like, I checked Robot 43 yesterday. Should be good. I'm sure it doesn't quite work like that, but you get what I'm saying. Ain't going to be many fucking human beings working in these places. Did it say happy 14th? Oh. Happy birthday, Jim. I'm 63 on Monday the 14th. Happy birthday, Ricky. Happy birthday, Jim. Fucking happy birthday, Christina. Right? Christ. Am I the only person that's not their birthday tonight? Or what's happening? I feel left out. I want it to be my birthday now. What's up, Peter? Oh, shit, I missed a couple, huh? Well, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Jen. Soon the glitches will be fewer. I won't say gone because, let's face it, you're still Brian. Fuck off. Jeez, got me good on that one. Jim, thank you so much. I hit 70 today. Happy 70th, dude. Hope to keep imparting some wisdom to the young lobsters here, and you do just that. I appreciate you, dude. Happy birthday. Hope you have a good one. Hope you have a nice birthday, din-din. And Peter says, Donald is amazed by the grocery store terminology. Wait until he hears about our hardware stores. Thank you, Peter, so much for the kind $50. Thank you so much, Jim. And thank you so much, Jen, for, again, the $50. You guys are fucking incredible. Appreciate you guys very much. All right, on to the next asshole. Should we get into Drip Drool? Tim Pool? We should get into that. I think this was his reaction today to the Trump announcement that he has put the 90-day pause on, and that he has raised the China tariff to 125%. Unfortunately, because Rumble is Rumble, I will have to fight through, I'm guessing, at least 2 commercials on this one. So let me throw this one up on the screen for you. Make sure you guys can see it. Make sure you guys can say it. Yes, you can. And again, yes, my apologies. I'm going to have to fight through some commercials. Do your eyes smell like shit?
Introducing the Ungun, the non-lethal self-defense platform. Lightweight and simple to use. It uses an major break.
Hold on. I was going to make a joke. I always think that's like the salt gun now where you kill the flies every time I see these stupid fucking commercials, right? I always think it's like, yeah, you can kill a fly with salt out of a gun, which kind of seems fun, but it's weird at the same time. All right, let's see what Tim has to say. What is happening here with the screen? What just happened? Why is it like that? All right, here we go. Timmy boy, what do you got for me, T? What do you got for me, T?
Breaking news, Trump raises the tariff on Chinese goods to 125% due to a lack of respect from Beijing and announced a 90-day pause on tariffs for other countries that have come to the negotiating table. Oh, my God. This is absolute bedlam. And
he fucking... Oh, my God. Even the man that's had his head squeezed tighter and tighter year after year by that same fucking beanie, even he knows that this is fucking insane. But again, maybe I'm giving him too much credit. It just started. I'm probably giving him too much credit.
And I am here for it.
Well, that couldn't have gone much better. Ooh-wee. I felt like I was giving him credit too early on that one. I did. I had that feeling. Turns out I was right. Just like a second too early. Let's catch that one again.
Come to the negotiating table. Oh, my God. This is absolute bedlam, and I am here for it, bravo.
It's bedlam, but I'm here for it. I'm struggling. I know you're rich, right? And I know you're sitting on some of that fucking sweet tenant fucking media fucking rubles, right? Actually, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, Tim. Ooh, guys, I got a good one. How about Benny and Tim and Dave Rubles and the rest of these fucking sycophantic pricks that are wrapped up in that whole tenant media thing? How about they donate all the funds, the total dollar amount that they received from their deals with tenant media to, I don't know, say businesses, small businesses across the country, or as many as they could possibly get to with the money that they have, that may be losing their fucking viability, maybe losing their livelihood because of the shit that's going on right now with Donald Trump's tariffs. Because you told people it wasn't a tax on the American people. You told people it wasn't going to happen, that we were 3 days away from the biggest paychecks, best job numbers. But now this is happening, so I think the least you guys could fucking do, right? The least you guys could do, with all that money straight from the fucking Russian government, which we know, because you were victims in this, right? Because you were victims, you wouldn't possibly want to keep that money. So why don't you do some good with it? Why don't we start up a fund for fucking small businesses that may be struggling and going out of business here because of what Donald Trump is now doing? And we could put that money to good use. How about that? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Good idea, bad idea? Think it might happen? Think he'll do that? I don't know. Maybe. Could happen, I guess.
Bravo, Donald Trump. I love this man. I'm having a good time. Are you? I'm seeing these liberals all pissed off.
Yeah, seeing these liberals all pissed off because they know people, like real people, working men and women that, fucking struggle on a day-to-day basis already are going to get hit by this. And, the volatility in the stock market's going to drive away investors and it's all going to go to shit, right? It's all going to go to fucking hell in a handbasket. Like, I don't know why you guys are so mad. Don't you have millions of dollars in fucking 12 skate parks that you can fucking hang out at while ride it out, dude. Just ride it out. I'm loving this. This is great.
Like, what do you mean he's lifting the tariffs? Yup. Trump is isolating China. Now,
yeah, that's the game plan, right? That's the game plan. Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly what's going to happen or
you don't say
how it's going to play out.
You don't say.
Ideally, I'm a fan of tariffs that on a limited capacity.
Is that what's going on? Is that what was happening? Now, is limited capacity, is 75 countries limited? Is that a limited capacity? I'm struggling at 75%. So, no. Doesn't seem like limited anything. That seems like all the fucking countries. It seems like damn near fucking anyone that we have any fucking trade with. And some we don't. Some that don't even have people. Just penguins. Not people, just penguins.
Okay? Meaning, tariffs on steel and aluminum, I have no problem with. Tariffs on certain imported goods that can be manufactured in the U.S. I said it from the get-go. I am skeptical.
Wait a minute. You're going back and forth. You fucking confuse me here. Are you for it? Are you skeptical? Do you like? Are you liking tariffs? Is this what you thought was going to happen?
On universal tariffs, meaning they don't work on layer one. Said it a million times now.
Have you said it a million times? I'm sure we could pull up the clips of you saying a million times. Tariffs don't work on layer one.
But there could be a bigger play at hand. And of course,
yes, yep. Here comes the 4D chess. Here we go. Might even be 10G. What is it? 5G. So it's 5G on your cell phone. So maybe we're playing 7F chess at this point. Donald Trump's just blowing our minds away with fucking 42W chess.
It appears Donald Trump has just revealed it.
Hey, James.
He is now bullying China.
Yes. Yup. Mm-hmm. That's what happened. It's not that he backed down from everything else and and had to retaliate when China retaliated against him because he retaliated against them the first time.
Effectively shutting down Chinese good manufacturing.
Chinese manufacturing is shut down? Sorry, I probably cut that off too soon. There's got to be more to that sentence.
Which is going to have the biggest impact.
There was not more to that sentence. I'm sorry. What?
He is now bullying China, effectively shutting down Chinese good manufacturing.
Are you having a fucking stroke? Is that acid reflux? A little heartburn? Is there more to that? Or do you honestly think that Chinese fucking manufacturing has been shut down? Is that on? Let me get. Hold on. China's not making anything anymore? Because of these tariffs? What?
Which is going to have the biggest impact in the United States. So I'm here for it, baby. Take a look at this from the BBC. They say, this is the live breaking news. China.
Is it the live? Okay, hit me with it.
The EU have hit back of Trump's tariffs, announcing their own levies.
What an asshole. Do you remember him saying a couple seconds ago, where Donald Trump was bullying China? Right? The first line he reads is how they've already retaliated. Yeah, some bully. Instead of the kid that you're bullying running away, he fucking just kicked you in the nuts and took his lunch money back.
84%. But Trump dropped a Truth Social post. Let's get in here. He says, based on the lack of respect that China has shown to the world markets, I am hereby raising the tariff charge to China by the United States, USA, and other countries as USTR to negotiate countries. So he's going to say 10%. I'm wondering who that's going to be. The news is breaking as I'm recording this, but I love it.
Hold on. Did I miss
some countries
anything? That doesn't make sense.
Or form against the U.S. I have authorized a 90-day pause and a substantially lowered reciprocal tariff during this period of 10%, also effective immediately. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Trump announces 90-day tariff pause for some countries. So he's going to say 10%. I'm wondering who that's going to be. The news is breaking as I'm recording.
What's he saying? He's going to save 10%? Or did he's going to send? What did he say? I'm going to send or save?
This, but I love it.
Easy, Tim. Easy, buddy. You don't have to fucking change your underwear midstream, okay? Settle down. You only brought one pair this time. Sorry.
Now let's talk about where the liberals be at. I know we're going to hear it. They're going to say things like, but I thought you were for the tariffs.
Yeah.
I thought you thought the tariffs were good for manufacturing.
Right. Correct. Because you said that.
These people are such low-ordered thinkers.
Okay. You did say that, though. You said those things that you just said that we said that you said. You did say those.
Heavens me. Now, look, I can't cut any slack to a lot of people on the right who are like, who cares about losing money? Don't look at your portfolios. But
oh, you mean Benny Johnson, your buddy there? You mean the video we just watched? The guy being like, that's fucking ones and zeros. What the fuck do we have? Who cares about it? Fucking it's ink on the paper. It doesn't matter.
I guess it turns out they weren't wrong.
Wait. You're not. Everything he says, like Tim's whole thing is just saying things on both sides, right? That way you can't ever go point back to something like, oh, well, you said this. Well, he's like, well, I also said this, right? It's like, well, fucking yeah, but you said that. Like, what do you do? Right? Like, he just posts and tweets random stupid shit, honest to God, so that someday he could be like, well, look at what I said that day, right? Like, I'm not that far gone, right? Like, none of this shit that he makes sense. He talks out of both sides of his mouth every sentence.
I know we're going to hear it. They're going to say things like, but I thought you were for the tariffs. I thought you thought the tariffs were good for manufacturing. These people are such low-ordered thinkers. Heavens me. Now,
heavens me? Okay, fucking grandma.
Look, I can't cut any slack to a lot of people on the right who are like, who cares about losing money? Don't look at your portfolios. But I guess it turns out they weren't wrong.
I can't cut any slack to the people that told you that it's just like, don't look at your portfolio, right? But I guess they're not wrong. So then I guess you are cutting them slack, right? Am I fucking losing it? Or like, sometimes I have to like go back and be like, am I the one? Is it me? You don't want to cut them any slack, but you're going to say that they're not wrong? How does that work?
The market is likely going to be rebounding. Let's pull up the CNN markets here in real time. I bet the change is tremendous. Oh, man. Millionaires made overnight on Trump's play, with the Dow jumping 2,300 points. The NASDAQ up 1,300.
And how much was it down before that?
8.55%. The S&P is up 6.99. The Dow index 6.28. If you bought the dip, you made bank.
That might have to be a drop, because I see a lot more of that coming in the future, right? Can I hear that one again, Timothy Poole? One more time.
1,300, 8.55%. The S&P is up 6.99. The Dow index 6.28. If you bought the dip, you made bank. If you didn't panic sell, you were fine. Now it's still down.
If you bought the dip, you made bank. Well, how did you know that was fucking gonna be the low point there? How did you know? How did you know there was gonna be a pause? How'd you know it was gonna shoot up like that, my friend? That's strange. That's strange, because we did hear that Trump was calling out and reaching out to all these fucking social media influencers, trying to make sure they got the message out. Probably like Charlie Kirk and Benny Johnson and fucking, I don't know, Tim Pool. Right. Who'd would only seem to reason he might toss you a fucking breadcrumb or two, right? For you continue to toe the party line. Pretty similar to tenant media, right? Don't have to change much, really. Just take the money and continue to do what the fuck you're doing.
Get me wrong, but a massive increase. Could you imagine making 7% in one day if you're in the NASDAQ?
No, I couldn't, you stupid son of a bitch. That's the whole fucking point. Neither can the fucking majority of the rest of Americans, you asshole. We don't give a fuck when the stock market goes up, right? The one fucking thing that the majority of fucking Americans probably have in the stock market is their 401k, right? Which, again, is not fucking everyday trading, right?
You're making 9.41 in one day. That's amazing, my friend.
Again, are you going to tell? So is that above and beyond what we had already lost? Is that a recovery, or is that are we back where we started? What do you? Come on, Tim, fill me in here, buddy. You're not giving me much.
Friends. This is
you're failing to tell everybody how much it went down before.
Amazing stuff. Now, I don't know that I would buy in right now.
Oh, you sure? It's a good time. It's a good fucking time. Things are fucking really popping right now, Tim. Seems to be on the up and ups for a good long stretch. You should put all your money in. Put it all in there.
I haven't touched any of my stocks, okay? Because Trump's going to come out tomorrow, take a dump on the floor, and then everyone's going to start losing their minds again.
Again, does this sound like a stock market that would attract investors? That it would attract investors, you know? Donald Trump's going to come shit on the NASDAQ tomorrow. He's going to fucking unbuckle his pants. He's going to flap out his mushroom there, and he's going to fucking rip his diaper off and dump it right on the fucking S&P, baby. I love it. This is great. I'm not touching my stocks. People are going up and down. People are losing money. They're making millions. They're losing millions. We don't know where the fuck we're going anymore, but go, baby. This is great. I'm holding my stocks, by the way. They're in rubles, so we're good. We're good. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, imagine celebrating this after being like, yeah, Trump's going to come in and fucking, it's going to be an economic fucking boom, and it's going to be the second Gilded Age. We're going to have a second Gilded Age. Everything's going to be gold. You're going to have fucking all the jobs in the world. We're going to be sending you checks. We're going to have so much fucking money. Right? Now it's like, oh, I love it. This is going to be great. Donald Trump reached into his pants, grabbed some diarrhea, splattered it onto Jim Cramer's face, and then fucking pissed all over the NASDAQ, baby. This is fucking beautiful. Whoa! Tomorrow, maybe he's going to drop some flowers on the S&P. Maybe it'll shoot back up, and then maybe the next day, who knows? He's going to vomit all over the fucking Dow. This should be great. Stay tuned, folks. You know? Like, yeah, let's see. This guy here. This is the guy. This is the guy fucking in charge right now of the ups and downs of the fucking entire fucking stock market.
They're just getting acclimated. You know what that means? Acclimated.
No, I don't know what it means. Do you know what it means?
There's a fly. Oh, I wonder where the fly came from.
Where did it come from? Who the fuck knows? Or it could be this
water coming here is dead.
Yeah, the water is dead. Yep, all the water's dead. It's probably because everybody's
eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
They are. They certainly are. And again, if that doesn't stretch, you know, if that doesn't let you know exactly what we're dealing with here, you know, do you want the guy that told you he was going to let you burn in California if Gavin Newsom didn't fucking toe the party line? Do you want that guy in charge of fucking your 401k, you know, your financial future for the rest of your life? You want this guy?
He's going to sign those papers. And if he doesn't sign those papers, we won't give him money to put out all his fires.
Okay, yeah, that's good. We're not going to give him money to put out all his fires. That's the guy. That's the guy you want, right? Fucking flinging diarrhea all over the joint, making sure the stocks go up, making sure the stocks go down, Timmy boy. All right, I can't look at his ugly mug anymore. I mean, what the fuck are people thinking? What the fuck are people thinking? Oh, thank you, Ricky. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. And again, anybody I do miss that flies by in the chat, stick around to the end. I thank everybody, read all the super chats. Thank everybody for their gifts and contributions to the channel. It's only with your help. It's only with your assistance, literally, Best way is become a channel member for $1.99. That's the cheapest way you could possibly help this channel. $1.99 a month, probably the best bang for your buck. You become a Patreon member for as little as $5 a month if you want to take a little extra step up. There's 3 great levels there. And there's also Venmo up in the corner there if you want to help out that way. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure you hit the like button, please. I would appreciate it if you share it out. Make sure people know that we're here. All right, on to the next one. So many assholes tonight. So many assholes. It's like, which asshole should I show first? Which asshole should I show first? Let's see here. Let's see what this asshole's got to say. Let's see what this asshole's got to say. And thank you again, Ricky. I appreciate you. Let me bring this into the stage. And away we go. This is the biggest douchebag on TV at the moment. Right above Greg Gutfeld, I believe. Jesse Waters, who says, "Don't be weak, don't be stupid, don't be a panicking." I guess that's directly to Donald Trump he's talking to. I guess I don't know how he saw it, but he did see that Donald Trump was going to come out and absolutely lose his sack just after he said that he wasn't going to lose his sack, right? So let's see what the old Jess Balls got to say about this whole situation. Let me see. No, I paused, you dumb son of a bitch. Let me play this over, make it big for you. We're only going to play a few minutes of this. I'm not going to get too far into it.
Don't be weak. Don't be stupid. Don't be a panicking. That's what the White House says. What's a panicking?
And again, in my defense, these videos were picked out prior to Donald Trump saying, you know what? Fuck it. I think all these people calling me, telling me I'm an idiot and that they're losing their shit and that the bank is about to come take the shirt off their backs could be a problem. So I think they want me to reverse course on this one. So I know I said I wasn't going to do it yesterday, and I know I said that was going to be crazy and fucking you'd have to be an asshole to want me to reverse course, but that's what I'm going to do. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So forgive me. This would have made sense.
Trump says it's a new party based on weak and stupid people. He says if you're strong, courageous, and patient, greatness will be the result. And he knows how to get results.
He does. He does know how to get results. He's had multiple casinos result in bankruptcy. He's had multiple units, result in foreclosure. He's had multiple sexual assault cases result in being found liable for such sexual activity. So yeah, he does know how to get results.
Very good, because I won.
He didn't. You just fucking didn't. You just fucking didn't. As somebody who fucking plays golf, I can't stand this shit. It fucking irks me more than anything. You didn't. You just fucking didn't. And the fact that you played an entire fucking tournament as the fucking stock market was fucking in free fall. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? I mean, you played golf when fucking, instead of, receiving the soldiers that we lost in Lithuania. So, of course, you were going to be golfing this time.
It's good to win. You heard I won, right?
Yeah, because that's what's important. Shut the fuck up. I'm just fucking mother. Oh, yep. Here we go. Jesse just wants to fucking piss me off.
World. It's just business as usual. While the rest of the world
If that won, he must have been in the fucking handicap division. I'm sorry. He must have been playing in the fucking wheelchair division. Right? If that was the winning fucking swing, if that was the swing that won this fucking tournament, end the tournament. The tournament's over. It's over. Clearly, people are too fucking decrepit to be playing anymore. If that's the fucking what won. He was aiming about 400 yards left. But I digress.
begs for a meeting. Trump's built different. I wouldn't be able to hit it.
He is built different. As you can tell by the way he stands, right? That posture. Nobody's really built like that. You have to be exceptionally fat and ugly and out of shape to have that lean, that lean that he's got, right? That fucking T-Rex lean that he's got at the fucking podium there. And yep, you got to be built different in order to have a fucking golf swing that shitty. You really do. You really do. Besides Charles Barkley, probably the fucking worst golf swing I've ever seen. But I digress again.
The single fairway this weekend after looking at the Dow, but the man got shot, popped up with his fists in the air. He's not going to buckle.
Didn't get shot. And he was looking for his shoes. He didn't pop up with his fist in the air. He popped up saying, "Where are my shoes? Where are my shoes at? You got my shoes? Does anybody see my loafers?" That's what he said first, if you're, in case anybody's really wondering.
When the Dow gets a haircut. After every hole, he was on the phone.
I spoke to a lot of...
After every hole, he was on the phone. Fuck you. Fuck you. Is that supposed to be like, well, he was working hard? I mean, it's amazing how hard he can work while playing a golf tournament at the same time.
Leaders, European, Asian, from all over the world.
And I said, yeah, should I hit a 6 iron or a 5? I'm about, I'm about 210 away. I got the wind coming off the right. I got a pretty shitty lie, though. I'm in the rough. What do you think?
They're dying to make a deal. But I said, we're not going to have deficits with your country. We're not going to do that.
It's impossible. Oh, this asshole. This complete and utter fucking moron. You know who I have a fucking deficit with? The grocery store. The fucking grocery store down there. I got a deficit with them. The restaurant that I frequent all the time. I get a deficit with them. The United States buys a shitload of fucking lumber and fucking wood from Canada, right? Do we honestly fucking think that Canada is then going to buy the same amount of fucking lumber and wood from us? How the fuck would that make any sense? What? A country that probably doesn't build fucking houses at the same rate, right? A country that has the fucking trees themselves and the country that sells us a shitload of it. Why would they then buy it from us at an equal amount? It's not possible. Therefore, we're going to have a fucking trade deficit with them, you stupid son of a bitch. Holy shit.
Deficit is a loss. We're gonna have...
Well, that's because you're a fucking idiot. That is because you're an absolute fucking twat. A mindless, aimless, fucking stupid piece of shit. It's like, I don't know. There's other words that I could possibly use. You are an absolute fucking dunce. And shame on any of these sycophantic reporters in front of him for not being like, well, it's just not a loss. That's just not what it is. It's not. We buy, they provide goods. We buy at a larger rate. We're a bigger country, more buying power, right? Just how it works. You want fucking Mexico to buy? How is Mexico supposed to buy avocados from us? What are they going to sell it to us, and then we're going to sell it back to them because we don't want a trade deficit? How the fuck does that work?
Have surpluses, or we're at worst going to be breaking even.
Yeah, we'll break even. Yep, everybody's going to trade the same. Everybody's going to have the same. We're going to buy all the same shit. All equal Fords to all countries.
Every time another president calls, he's got to put another president on hold.
I can tell you that there are 50, 60, maybe almost 70.
All right, I got to do this. I'm sorry. Is anybody else getting fucking "She's the Man" vibes from Scott Bissett? Is anybody else getting "She's the Man"? I'm sorry. I hope this isn't fucking wrong. I hope. Ready? Is anybody getting fucking "She's the Man" vibes? Like, put some glasses on Amanda Bynes, right? And age her about fucking 30, 40 years. And that is Scott Bissett. I'm sorry. That is fucking Scott. Oh, fuck. That is him. I don't know. I'm getting... sorry. Oh, terrible. All righty. Okay. Back to it. What an asshole.
70 countries now who have approached us. So it's going to be a busy April, May, maybe into June.
The feeling around the world is I can't be the last one to reach a deal with Trump, because if I'm the last one, then I'm the one who's getting screwed.
Why? Why is that what that means in terms of tariffs and trade? And why does it matter if you're the last?
If you're a CEO or an agent or a dad, you know when someone calls, they need something, they're not just calling to talk.
Virtually every country wants to negotiate. If I didn't do what I did over the
Even the Penguins have called. Pittsburgh Penguins too.
last couple of weeks, you wouldn't have anybody wants to negotiate. We would.
Right. You're right. Because we weren't negotiating with anybody before. We had no negotiations, no trade deals, no nothing with any countries before this.
Have gone to these countries who want to talk, and they were, well, we don't want to talk. Now they're coming to us. Now
they're all like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, you shit me? You serious about this shit?" Okay.
offering things to us that we would have never even thought of asking them for.
Right, blowjobs, cocaine, fucking heroin, everything. Right? Didn't even think of asking for any of that, but they're throwing it at us, all these countries.
Because they're experiencing a lot of hurt. And the hurt is that they've taken advantage of us, and we finally fought back.
Japan, who has a 50% tariff on American products. Good luck finding a Chevy truck in Tokyo.
Why the fuck? Oh my God. Like, these fucking people, I don't understand. How do they get on TV? How do they get jobs? How are they allowed to talk fucking politics? How are they allowed to talk the news? Like, he knows Japanese cars are good, right? Like, he understands that the Japanese make good shit. Does he not understand that? Like, why the fuck does he know that, like, Tokyo is probably not the best city for a fucking F-150 or a fucking Chevy Silverado? You know, similar to what we spoke about with the fucking European cities and towns and roads. You know, head towards the fucking cities. Not the best place for a Ford F-150. Not the best place for a Dodge Ram. You know? Not the best place for a fucking big Chevy Suburban. What'd somebody say? The F-150 is what? The F-150 is bigger than some apartments. I mean, it is. It's big. You would like a pickup truck in Europe, in Britain, right? A pickup truck to them, one of the bigger is like the mid-size pickups that we have here, right? That's like what they would consider a full-size pickup, like a Nissan Frontier type thing, or what's another one? Like I don't even know, like did like a mid-size. What are they, like the Chevy? Like what's the smaller one that they make there? I know they used to make like the S10 type ones, so the replacement for the fucking S10 or whatever it is, shit like that. Like that's their like, oh, that's a pickup truck, right? So an F-150 it just ain't doable. Of course, if you're out in the countryside and you got more room and more space on a farm and that type of stuff, it's a deal. But it's more expensive to import in. They have better options over there. They have ones that work just as much. So there's no reason for them to fucking go and do that, right? Yeah, no Ram 3500s traveling around London, at least comfortably, right? Right. I mean, you got to pay the congestion charge anyway. I don't know what the congestion charge would be on a Ram 3500. Probably cost as much as the fucking truck itself at that point, you know? All right, I'm done with Jesse. I can't look at his fucking face anymore. All right, let's on to the next one. Damn, man. We run out of time fast. Can we watch Dave Portnoy meltdown about losing $20 million before he adds a video saying how he just made fucking 70? You know? Yeah, let's see if I can put this up here. Stop that. Start this. Share screen. Oh, thank you. Bobby Music wants to be friends with you. Yeah. Appreciate the Venmo. Thank you so much. Yeah, this one's pretty good. This is the little fuck around and find out, a little copium, if I do say so myself, that we may enjoy watching. But again, like I said, fucking at this point, he's probably already uploaded a video being like, "Oh, I already made that. I made that 20 mil back." Christ, how do I zoom in? It's not gonna let me. Fucking let me zoom in this thing. I gotta make it bigger. What the fuck? There it is. Ready and
lost $7 million. I'd kill to be back to losing $7 million. I haven't even looked. If I had to guess, I'm down in these last 3 days, probably close to 20. I don't know, like 10, 15% of my net worth, poof. But I'm still here.
Call the Wambulance. And if anybody doesn't know, this is Dave Portnoy, the founder of Barstool Sports, the Boston-based, used to be sports newspaper. I don't know what the fuck you'd call it, actually. It used to be somewhat all right. But he's gone off the douchebag diving board recently into the pool of right-wing schmucks and assholes and crypto, influencers. He's more of like a branding thing now to Barstool. I think he's kind of handed off the reins of the everyday, like managerial aspect of it to a different company, and he just kind of is the face at this point. So he just kind of, he gambles, basically. That's all he does. He gambles, whether it's crypto or no matter what the fuck it is. It's a form of gambling to him, right? He's just fucking in this to try to make a quick buck. He's not in this to show people like, oh, hard work pays off. Or this fucking, no. He just wants to make a quick buck. He don't give a shit, right? So you've probably seen him on Fox News talking shit out of his ass, blowing holes out of, blowing smoke out of his fucking pie hole there.
That's the game. That's what I'm in. Like, do I like it? No. Am I crying? Am I like, oh, woe is me? I wish I voted for Kamala.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it. I mean, maybe not the I wish I voted for Kamala. I haven't heard you say that yet, but the rest of that, yes, definitely sounds like woe is me. When you come on to a live stream with a microphone in front of your face, turn on the fucking camera, hit live and say, I've lost $20 million in 3 days because Trump's an asshole. Thank you, JD, by the way. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Make sure you guys are thanking everybody who hits the chat with the gifted membership. It's very nice of you. Appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, kind of sounds like that is what you're doing. But dude, go on.
Kamala, no. Do I wish this didn't go down like this? Yes. Am I in this to make money? Yes. Do I wish I had that money in my investment portfolio? Yes. Or I went super viral when
So that's him complaining. But again, like I said, since we live in fucking lunatic la la land, and we're like upside down, shit is up, shit is down, shit is on, shit is off, tariffs on, tariffs up, 100%, 104, 125, it's down again, we're down 90 days, it's on, it's off, up, down, right? That's not like a fucking, that doesn't sound like a sound economic financial plan. That sounds more like, I don't know, instructions you give the porn stars before you fucking hit start on the camera, right? Make sure you're on and off with the clothes, up and down, on and off, up and down. That's all you got to know, right? Pretty much. Doesn't sound like much of a fucking a recipe for fucking sound economics in a country, right? As we're deporting again, as the Supreme Court's ruling that it's pretty much okay to deport citizens of this country, as we're the 60 Minutes report that we saw came out and found out that 75% of the Venezuelans sent to the El Salvadorian prison did not have a criminal record at all. You heard that right. Not that they weren't just arrested for murder or, sexual assault or anything like that. Not that they were arrested for like a misdemeanor or like jaywalking or fucking not paying a fine or whatever. Nothing. Zero. Zip. Zilch. Nada. Not a fucking thing. 75 fucking percent. But we get the Supreme Court to step in to say that a judge can't rule that the plane should be turned around, that the fucking the person that we know was wrongfully deported to be returned home, right? Stopping somebody that was, we know, wrongfully deported to be sent back home. I mean, if that's not fucking lunatic la la land, I do not know what is. Like, if that's not fucking ass backwards, fucking back asswards in every single sense of the fucking saying, then I do not know what is. I really don't. I really fucking don't. All right, coming up on the end, let's see here. Now, I don't know if I have time to do them both. Well, this one's funny anyway. Let's take a look. We might as well take a look at this one because this one is funny. For those who have not seen this, I know some of you may already know this story, but bear with me for the people that in the chat that do not know the story, because boy, is this a fucking doozy, right? And again, if you find yourself not having heard this story before, you might want to sit down, buckle the seatbelt real quick, right? Because you're going to be like, that's even fucking crazier than I could have like written down, imagined for this administration, even after all the crazy shit that's gone on. So let me see if I can get this on the screen for you guys. Let me share, invite, share. This is Rachel Maddow explaining who and what and, you know, the reasoning behind, I guess, Donald Trump's tariff master. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Oh, you're going to love this one. You are going to fucking love this one. All right, let's roll.
Do you remember where Trump got the tariff thing from in the first place? Do you remember like when and why and how we started talking about tariffs in the first place? It was in his first campaign for president. Trump didn't really have any formal economic advisors. So he told his son-in-law, Jared, to find him an economic advisor. Trump reportedly gave Jared some vague ideas of what his thoughts were on economic issues.
My head is backwards. You guys, the camera is flipped. My hat's on straight.
You know, something, make me look tough, China bad, something. Jared then decided to find his father-in-law a financial advisor for his presidential campaign by going on the Amazon.com website.
This whole thing is just fucking so stupid.
And starting to browse books. Not like reading the books, because you can't do that on the Amazon website. He was just looking at the covers, looking at the titles. And he found a book title that he thought was so cool. The title was Death by China. Oh my God, that's so cool. That's so awesome. And that apparently was it. Quote from Vanity Fair. Trump gave Jared a summary of his views and then asked him to do some research. Kushner simply went on Amazon, where he was struck by the title of one book, Death by China, co-authored by a man named Peter Navarro. Jared then cold called Navarro, a
cold call out of the room. Hey, I caught your book on Amazon, dude. How you doing? You want to come work at the White House? Come on over, Chief. No, I didn't read it. I just saw the cover, but the cover looks fucking fantastic. Again, you want to come work at the White House?
Lone trade deficit hawk who agreed to join the team as an economic advisor. Navarro was a major advocate for an aggressive pro-tariff policy. Where did Peter Navarro get his idea that tariffs would be a
all right, guys, buckle the fuck up. Buckle the fuck up.
Good policy for America? What was his like backup for that conviction? Well, he did have backup from a real expert who he cited in at least a half dozen of his books, including the one that Jared found on Amazon that fateful day. In all of his books, Peter Navarro has cited an economics expert to justify his views. And the economics expert he cites is somebody named Ron Vera.
Ron Vera. Where have I heard that before? Where does that look familiar? That sounds and looks familiar. Can't put my finger on it. Ron Vera. Ron Vera. Ron Vera. If I say that a bunch of times, I might get it.
V-A-R-A. Ron Vera. When Trump won the presidency and entered the White House, this Ron Vera started circulating a memo around Washington.
Ron Vera circulated a memo
in support of Trump using tariffs in trade policy. According to the New York Times, the memo had been, quote, sent from an email address purportedly belonging to Ron Vera. At one point, Ron Vera wrote in the memo that Trump could, quote, ride the tariffs to victory.
Ron's got a lot to say about these tariffs.
Problem is, Ron Vera doesn't exist.
No? Wait. You just said he circulated a memo. Wait a minute. So who is he? Ron Vera. Ron Vera.
Has. The economics expert that Peter Navarro has long cited to explain why he's so gung-ho on tariffs, this person, Ron Vera, is a made-up person. He is a fictional person. Peter Navarro invented Ron Vera as his expert source so he could quote this expert source over and over and over again in his crackpot books. Who is Ron Vera? Ron Vera is an anagram of Navarro. Which is
It's fucking so stupid that no matter how many times you hear it, you're like, what? So wait a minute. So our entire economic fucking policy right now, the entire financial plan of the United States of America as far as tariffs right now has been thought up. Has been thought up by a maniacal fucking stranger who invented a guy with a different spelling of his last name, Jared Kushner, then saw his book on Amazon, cold called him, asked him to come work in the White House, and now his plan is the entire plan for the United States. Oh, fuck. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Oh, you couldn't write it. You could not fucking. Well, Ron could. The rest of us couldn't write this. Ron Vera could. Ron Vera could. Oh man. Oh fuck. We're at the whim of a madman. We're at the whim of a madman. Shoot the fucking hostage. What do you do? I feel like we're in that situation. And that's a quote from the movie Speed. Everybody just, that's a quote from the movie Speed. That is not instructions, directions. That is a quote from the movie Speed. What do you do? Shoot the fucking hostage. This is fucking... All right, I'm sorry. I just, the whole plan, everything right now is because of this.
which is his last name. I mean, my name.
I love how they keep playing
anagrams to Macho Waddler, but I don't see myself.
Macho Waddler.
Trying to talk you into doing what Macho Waddler wants, right? But that really is how the Trump administration crafted its tariff policy.
Oh man. All right, I had to show you. I had to. All right, let's just get into we'll spend the last 10 or so on this one. Sorry. Just I don't know, zip it.
Amazon AI. I'm going to show you a way to potentially make money.
What is this? Why did I have to skip it?
Welcome to the Daily Show. My name is John Stewart. Great show.
All right, so recently haven't been a huge fan of, you know, the old John here. I don't think he's had the best comeback or the best track record, so to speak, as far as you know, staying in the fight when he should. 2016, but he does have some great points to be made in this one. He knocks it out of the park on this one. But again, I don't think it's a situation where it takes much to be like, well, this is kind of bonkers. But let's just take a look at a few minutes of this. He does have some funny singers in there.
For tonight, Rahm Emanuel will be joining me later to remind me. He'll be out here. Reminding me just which one of the three brothers he is again. I don't know. Is he the one that owns UFC? Does it matter at this point? But that is later. First, as you know, our economy.
Where is Trevor been? I haven't seen fucking Trevor do anything. Is he doing stand-up or something? He's been doing stand-up? Yeah, no, I know. Some people have been calling it up. I know. Some people have been asking for it. I know Kyle Kalinski's like big on fucking Jon Stewart being the next presidential candidate for the fucking Democratic Party because he thinks he's kind of like the Donald Trump of the left, but I don't see it. I don't fucking want or see Jon Stewart being president. And I think he's done some great things for the vets. I think he's done some great things for 9/11 responders. I think he's been correct on a lot of issues as far as since his comeback here. But I don't think A, he would do it, wants to do it, and B, I don't think many people want to see that. And I don't think that would be the fucking best move. I think he's best in front of a camera here where he can tell jokes and and get out what he thinks are important issues.
Our economy is in the midst of a beautiful metamorphosis, turning from a simple caterpillar into a dead caterpillar. So let's get into it with another exciting installment of Trade Wars.
My favorite word. My favorite word.
Tariffs. No, tariffs. Now, you might remember when Donald Trump was reelected, Wall Street was thrilled, excited about deregulation, tax cuts, and the fact that you could once again call people sugar tits.
One top banker told the paper that he feels liberated because now he can use offensive slurs like the R word and the P word without fear of getting canceled at work.
The R word and the P word? Well, I can tell you today that that top banker is definitely using both of those words.
Yeah, I'm sure the bankers aren't too fucking happy, right? What mediocre white dude do I have in mind? Again, I've been very clear that I don't think we have a fucking leader at this point, right? I don't think we have a leader at this point. No clear-cut one, at least, right? As far as I can tell. I know we have several people stepping up, like Jasmine Crockett, AOC, Bernie, a few other, Maxwell Frost, a few others in there, but I don't think any single one of those is standing out as somebody that is definitely going to run, definitely could run, definitely would get the votes, definitely has the name recognition. Obviously, I think Bernie has the most name recognition, and that draws the biggest crowds at this point. But I don't even know if he's saying that he's making a run. I don't know if he could make a run or if he thinks he could make a run at his age, right? Would enough people get behind AOC at this point to make her the favorite? I don't think so. So again, I don't think that, Tim Walz. Yep, Tim Walz has done a great job at speaking out, and bringing up the important issues going on Fox and that type of stuff. So, but again, I don't think there's like a clear cut. And again, even Tim Walz has said he was asked point blank in an interview the other day with, I believe, Jake Tapper on CNN, if he plans on running in 2028 or if he plans on running again for the Minnesota governorship. And he said, yes, he would definitely plan on running or like to run for the Minnesota governorship, but he has absolutely no intentions on running in 2028. So again, does that rule that out? Is that just politician speak? I don't fucking know. But again, just does not seem to be any clear-cut leader at this point, or front runner, I should say, as next presidential candidate at least.
Perhaps even adding motherfucker right now.
The market meltdown for the third straight day. Global markets are sinking.
Markets across Asia, Europe, and Australia plunging.
I don't know. Fucking Newsom's done himself a world of hurt lately, in my opinion. Let's fucking talk about how Charlie Kirk and Steve Bannon rule the airwaves and rule the messaging, but let me invite them on my podcast so I can get them a little more airtime. Just a little more airtime. Right? I know you're killing us in the fucking messaging and the airwaves and on views and plays and shit like that, but why don't you join me on my podcast so you can fucking preach to my audience, right? We should be going to them and preaching to their audience. Don't give them the opportunity to fucking come here and corrupt the fucking minds of some of the people here. Right? And if you're going to have a fucking conversation with them and you're going to put your fucking chat or your fan base on the line, make it fucking combative. Go after them for the shit they've said. Go after them for the shit they've done in the past. Don't fucking kiss feet and shake hands and drink beers and shit and fucking, right? So that they can go back, call you an asshole, and play the fucking clips of you agreeing with them. That's all they do. Right? Thank you, Denise. Oh, I have another one already. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. 8 months, huh? Thank you, guys. Shit, we're coming up on the end of the show already. Right? I didn't even get through much of that. But I think that, it's so hard to predict what's going to happen. I mean, obviously, with the recovery today, people are going to have a little more leniency, at least until the next crazy event. I guess this bought Donald Trump a little reprieve, I guess, as far as people coming after him for the stock continuing to crash, the stock market continuing to go down, companies continuing to lose fucking half their worth in a few days, trillions. What was it, 8 trillion or something, into 7 trillion in a day, 8 trillion in a day. I mean, shit like that is just it's not sustainable, regardless of how many Americans have ownership of the stock market or have a hand in the stock market, right? So let me get back here. I'll thank everybody for your contributions to the channel. And again, if you haven't, and you can, if you're in the financial position to do so, if the position and the craziness has not hit you, if you are in a comfortable position, please think about donating or contributing to the show. I am only here because of you guys. I am only funded with you guys. That is honestly the only way I get to spend or have the ability to spend enough time either looking up clips for the show, setting up the show, doing the show, talking to people about the show. Otherwise, I would be out having to do side jobs or work late at work in order to continue to do the things to get things paid, really. But because of you fine people, I would just like to say thank you to everybody that does contribute, everybody that has, and everybody that will. Because you guys are the main reason. Again, Patreon subscriptions, memberships to YouTube, the people on Twitch, the people on Instagram, the people on Facebook, to all you fabulous motherfuckers hitting the like button, sharing it out, commenting after in the chat after it's been posted. You guys help just as much too. So I appreciate you guys. Let me bring in, Mr. Android is going to be the first one. See how long it takes him to know who I am. I'm confused by this one. I'm trying to look in the picture, but I don't know. Not 100% I know you've been here for 12 months. And again, I know you sent a lot of messages before the show started. But I appreciate you being here for you. Thank you so much. Nordez, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted as well. Like I said, becoming a Showly ritual. You are just absolutely fantastic, and I appreciate it. Luis, what's up, brother? At Boston Brian, as at Halsbach said, the biggest inside trade ever. I mean, at this point, it's blatant, right? I mean, even if the first time or the second time wasn't that, right? People have, I think by now they've caught on where it's like, shit, man, why didn't we short this? We could have shorted this, made a ton of money, right? And that's when they were like, oh yeah, light bulb. We could do this over and over again. We could just short invest, right? And let the public fucking pay for it. Right? We can pretend we're ripping money out of the government with Doge to pay for our fucking tax breaks when in reality, it's just going on the backs of the American people. Well, it's like fun coupons. It's going to be like $7 trillion in fun coupons. That's all it is. It's going to the wealthy, but pretend it's going to you. Just pretend. Fucking ridiculous. But thank you, Louise. Appreciate it. Rosanna, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. You guys are fucking fabulous. I appreciate you guys so much. Jess, thank you for being here for 9 months. Sheldon, thank you so much for the one gifted. Danny, thank you so much for being here for 10 months. Hi, Brian. Doing much better now. Can't wait for Zoom. I'm right back at you. Right back at you. Let's go. Let's go. Jess, thank you so much. Hi, love to Mel, Logan, and you. Your package will go out next week. Love to the Lobsters. Love you, brother. Can't wait to see you on the Zoom tomorrow. Again, right back at you guys. Appreciate you both very much. Progressively Independent. Become a member. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Let's go. We're growing the squad here. We're growing the team. Slowly but surely. We're getting up there, guys. Slowly but surely. And again, the views comparable to channels with much more subscribers than I have here at Blunt Politics. Let's just say I'm very happy to have such a dedicated fan base, at least to help this channel continue to grow the way it grows, because I would put those views, again, like I said, up against channels that have much more subscribers than I do. And I know I'm just the tiniest fish in the biggest pond, but we're getting up there. Let's go. Pretty soon it'll be at 20. Might even be taken seriously at some point. You never know. Might even be taken seriously at some point. Bicycle Mike throwing in a buck, bust a buck, and try your luck. Mike says, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Sally coming in with a gifted membership because she's a saint. Peter! Let's go, Peter. Let's go. Donald is amazed by the grocery store terminology. Wait until he hears about our hardware stores. Oh, fuck. It's called baseball. It's called baseball, folks.
When you ran out the healthy arms, you ran out of really healthy. They had great arms, but they ran out. It's called sports. It's called baseball in particular, and pitchers, I guess you could say, in really particular.
Oh, that's such a good one. That is in really particular. In really particular. Holy sugar pie, honey bunch. That is good. All right. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Jeff, for the 2. This should be a new Netflix special. Oh, too good. It's too good. I hit 70 today. Another happy birthday. Another big happy birthday to Jim. Another big happy birthday. Let's see. Didn't we have we had 3 of them? Let me see here. Let me see here. I know it was Christina's. I know it was Jim's. And who am I blanking on the third? I'm blanking on the third. Christina, Jim's. Oh, and Ricky's on Monday. That's who it was, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So thank you, Jim. Happy birthday again, brother. Hope you had a fabulous day. Thank you so much, Jen. Soon the glitches will be fewer. I won't say gone because let's face it, you're still Brian. Hey, I don't know if you caught it, but at the ending of the last show, I didn't come back. So I don't want to fucking hear it. Thank you, though, Jen. I appreciate it. Treva, your accent seems less pronounced these days. Every time I try to get on camera, every time I get on this, I try to, I find myself enunciating a little better, right? Well, not with better, but with other words. Just, I don't know. It's something that, it's instinctive almost to try to fucking make myself a little more palatable. I think Boston people with Boston accents have that sixth sense, the knowledge of how they sound, really. Sometimes when they're in a group of people that don't have a Boston accent, maybe that's, you know what I mean? So I do have a tendency to kind of tone it down a little bit without me knowing. Sometimes I actually watch the clips back. I'm like, I never said it like that in my life. But don't worry, it hasn't gone anywhere. I can tell you that much. When I'm around friends, family, and at work, it's it's as thick as ever. But I appreciate you. Thank you for being here for 8 months. Sunflower Dragon, go Brian! It's your birthday. You are freaking hilarious. Thank you for the much needed laughs. Left is best. Thank you so much, Sunflower Dragon. Appreciate you being here. Good to see you. Appreciate you. See you in lots of chats. Oh, Ricky, 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Let's fucking go. Sheldon with another gifted. JD with 5 gifted. Nordez with another 5 gifted. JD with another, $7, sorry. An entire cabinet of imaginary friends. Denise coming in. Oh, I have another one already. Thank you for being here for 8 months. Lynn, thank you so much. Just keep swimming. I mean, that's all you can do at this point, right? Just keep swimming. And again, it's the messed up point is like, there's always a kernel of truth in all the bullshit that these people tell. So the kernel of truth is like, yeah, I mean, I don't disagree that, specific tariffs on very, I wouldn't even know, like very calculated in specific areas of the economy, right? I don't think any leftist or any progressive or any liberal says they're against tariffs altogether. Right, or that tariffs can't work in the specific in the right place, used at the right time in the right fucking field, right? Well, nobody's saying that, but you don't just go throw them all in, throw them all off, 1,000% here, 1,000%, 10% there, 25% here, 40% here, right? That's just lunacy. That's just craziness. That's just a surefire way to get us into a recession, into stagflation. So everybody just, fucking button up that belt, tighten up that belt best you can, right? As best you can. Try to ride this wave out. Try to fucking ride it out. I feel for everybody. I really do. I'm in the same boat. So that's why I appreciate you guys so much. I really do, because I know in such uncertain times, it's extremely hard to be coming out of pocket, especially to somebody on YouTube that you've never met. So anybody that does and continues to do so, I really, really do appreciate it. Again, we're on and upwards to 15,000. Then from there, 20, 25, 30. And then we'll be getting plaques before you know it. Before you know it, there'll be some fucking silver play buttons, possibly a gold one. Platinum someday would be fucking fantabulous, but I don't want to push it. Ricky's back. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Becky. I appreciate it. I consider this a pro-democracy investment, plus you and this family are fun. We all need to laugh right now. We do, Ricky. We do. A lot of times you're laughing at me, and I do understand that, because I am not great with the tech side. And you know what? Right hand up. I'm gonna come in and try to help where I can, and I'm gonna tell you I'm not gonna help in that area so much where I don't think I can help. And I'm definitely not coming over to anybody's house anytime soon to, I don't know, set up, wire, fucking hook up a sound, anything like that. Don't ask me to do that. That's not my area. You got plumbing issues, that's my area. Tech, not my area. So again, whether you're laughing at me or with me, I really, really hope that I bring some smiles, some sunshine, some fucking I don't know what you'd call it. I don't know what the fuck you'd call it to these crazy times. But it is absolutely necessary to laugh where you can. And thank you so much. Oh, Stoneflower Dragon, thank you. I like to say that tariff should be used surgically, not with a club. Right, exactly. With a scalpel. Not with a fucking, I don't know, ice cream scoop. Right? Right? Something. It's just, there are certain industries, certain things that we need to make sure that we can put tariffs on to make sure that we save or help the industry that those tariffs are associated with. But you don't just, this is not the way. And you guys know that. I mean, you've heard enough people say it. You've heard enough economic advisors tell you how crazy this is. My job here is to just make sure you're up to date on the news and what's been going on. And hopefully I can bring you just a little bit of light. I know, again, I've been doing this show over a year now, and I still try to fit too much into the 2 hours. So maybe I'll try to pick less stuff and maybe get through more of it. I don't know. Because then I end up getting bored of the videos anyway, because these people are so fucking stupid. I can only deal with so much now. My patience has really worn thin. Like, I used to be really good at watching the full clips and fucking, the whole Trump speech and calling it all. Now I would throw up in my fucking shoes if I was forced to watch an entire Trump speech. I really would. I really fucking would. Oh, Jenny Faye coming in right at the last second. Haven't chatted tonight, just lurking. I'm looking tired, said in Bostonian. Hugs to you, Mel, Logan, Mods, and lovely lobsters. Well, I appreciate you, Jenny Faye. Get some rest. I will let you guys go. I will see you guys Sunday. Do we have any guests Sunday? Do I have a guest Sunday? Not sure if I have a guest Sunday. If I do, you guys will be the first to know. But make sure you guys hit the like on the way out. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I know a lot of people watch but do not subscribe. I don't know if that's because you think it may cost you something. It doesn't. It doesn't. You can hit that subscribe for free. Hit the bell. That way you know when I go live. You don't have to continuously watch your phone. What else? Venmo up in the corner. Again, Patreon, blah, 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 that shit. But yeah, make sure you guys are doing what you need to do to buckle down. Buy, like I said, bulk where you can. Stock up on dry goods where you can. Put your money in the safest places. I'm no financial advisor, so I'm not going to tell you what those safe places are, but you know best what to do with your money. So whatever is the safest option now, whatever your financial advisor or fucking whoever helps you take care of your money says is the safest option right now, try to fucking do that, please. Just make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Make sure you're taking care of your fucking wallet as best as possible. And again, thank you to everybody who, again, in these ridiculously uncertain times, especially financially, has come out of pocket to contribute to such a small and what I think is an inconsequential channel myself. But, I appreciate that you guys love it. And I will continue to do this as long as you do. So I appreciate you supporting me. I appreciate you being here. Until next time, keep your head on a swivel, keep fighting, keep kicking ass, keep staying aggressive, and don't fucking give up. Really, don't fucking give up. All right. So let's see if this works. God bless. And give me the ending. You never know at the ending. You never know what you're going to get. Life is like a fucking box of chocolates at this point. You don't know what you're going to get from my ending. But I appreciate you guys. I will see you Sunday. Make sure you're hitting the like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel, guys. It's freaking free. It's freaking free. It's all. It's free. And I think I need to do maybe one of these. To all a good night.
Standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis.
Fucking Nazis.
He builds the wall the way he built Trump Towers. He'll be using illegal immigrant labor to do it.
Refer to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. They're just getting acclimated. You know what that means, acclimated? When you ran out the healthy arms, you ran out of really healthy. They had great arms, but they ran out. It's called sports. It's called baseball in particular, and pitchers, I guess you could say, in really particular.
Fuck. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I was laughing too hard. In really particular. Oh, that's going to get me every time. Every time. for real though, why wouldn't it fucking repeat? That should just be a thing. Why should I have to click that button every fucking time? It doesn't make any